5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Testing, 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 testing. Now's the moment.
Good luck. And
First take.
first take. So, why are you doing this?
That's a serious question, isn't it? It's a deep question. We believe that every single human on this planet has the right to access the internet to contribute to the world at large.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We've seen the greatest scientific marvels of our time. We've seen the man land on the moon. We've seen atoms being split. We now can print human organs and put them inside of people's bodies. We can correct vision via lasers, but yet, still half the world is unconnected. 50% of the world still cannot access the internet. Connectivity, the internet, allows us to see the past, to understand our present, and ultimately to shape the future.
Internet is so much more than just a utility. It's a human condition. It allows us to talk to each other, connect to each other, share ideas with each other. And it's the single biggest driver of change, usually throughout the world.
You leave half the world offline, you're leaving half of humanity in the dark. You're not just leaving them in the dark, you're leaving ourselves in the dark. We're one. In an increasingly fractured world, the disparity just broadens the divide. I live with the fact that half the world is unconnected on a daily basis, and I live with the fact that I've put myself up there to connect them. We don't dream, we're doing.
Here it is.
This is an ideal worth sacrificing for. This is an ideal worth fighting for. If necessary alone, and if necessary for years, in whichever way it takes, we will make sure that we provide a model to connect the unconnected. We know that we can be the first to deliver this. We know that we have a chance, unlike anybody else, simply because of time and the convergence of technology and mindset, we can be first. The time has come. There's a time where we can fix this together and we can take the people out of the darkness and have their voices heard. We've approached it for a different way and we know that we can fix it. So why not? The time is now.
Home is a home. I love Zanzibar. And we have the word Hakuna Matata. That means no problem, you know. So we always help one another. We always share. And this is, I can say, is really Zanzibarian. Here in Zanzibar, you might find people like they super talent, but they don't have the support like to compete or to show their talent to somewhere else.
Africa is full of so much talent. We should be able to share that with the world. As a DJ, I want to be connected with the world.
Kitu ambacho napenda, kwa hiyo ni kitu ambacho nimechagua. Kama kitu ambacho nimekichagua na nakipenda, nakipigania kwa sababu nahisi ndo passion yangu, ndo kitu ambacho niko nacho, ndo talent ambayo ninayo, kwa hiyo nahisi
kitu kinafanya mtu awe engineer mzuri, kwanza apende. kutoka kwenye moyo wake hiyo kazi ya engineer. Hapo ndio anaweza akaweka juhudi na akajifunza akawa engineer mzuri. Kutengeneza kitu ambacho kimekuja kilikuwa kifanyi kazi na mwisho wa siku kikafanya kazi, nilikuwa najisikia furaha kwa maana naona kabisa kwamba kazi ninayofanya ina mafanikio.
Welcome to this afternoon's team talk. Today we're going to be going to a couple of sites and doing some installation work. So the main thing is that we're going to be working at height and we're going to be mounting some poles as well, and the poles are quite heavy.
Ken and Herman are doing the solar installation site. Saidi and Dunia, you're doing Rodani. Ahmed, Khalid, you're doing Darajani. So are you ready?
WMC! Hey!
Our vision as a company is to improve the systems of the world for everyone, everywhere. And no system needs more revolution or change or iteration than I'd say the telco space. It's very ossified and broken, and it hasn't really delivered a ubiquitous experience where no matter where I go, I have connectivity.
For me personally, being a Tanzanian is being a Pan-Africanist. Is being somebody who believes in the rights of people. Every single person has a right to be what they want to be, no matter what it is. They have the right to their freedoms, they have the right to their expressions, they have the right to everything. A lot of the places that we do have the installations which are not connected, we would find do not have power as well, like grid power. So we add solar lights as well because we have the capacity to provide that. Keeps people up at night, makes people safer. So you have light, you have connectivity, all powered by solar, good to go. There's a lot of untapped, unrealized talent that actually exists all over the world. There's all this creativity that happens every single day, but it's unrecorded.
This whole area here is going to be connected, so what it means is that the fish traders, all the market stands, they're all going to be able to communicate with the suppliers because we're going to have internet in here. We'll probably have some brackets mounted on the wall on the outside, which will give access to the whole of the market. This is obviously a very busy area, not just for trade, but also there's kind of a commune where people hang out, get together, they get involved in community activity.
Geographically, we are in the main point in Stone Town, so not only that we're going to be connecting this wonderful market, but everything around it. Everyone here would benefit from much cheaper connectivity.
Teknolojia inahitajika kwa sababu ni mfumo wa mawasiliano. Mashuleni watu waweze kusoma, kutumia teknolojia, kutumia internet online. Kuwa connected kumenisaidia kuweza kujiendeleza na vitu tofauti hasa kusoma online.
As a company, World Mobile, we will be implementing as much green energy as we can through the network. We're also going to be implementing circularity concepts. So we already saw second life batteries. The energy grid in Africa is never going to reach the last mile. In order to build a kilometer of electricity lines, imagine you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars for every 100 meters. For a customer, it's going to be spending $10, $20 a year. So these distributed energy generation and storage solutions are so important when it comes to connecting up this market to a new world. And it's so transformative. Without the power, you can't bring the connection. Without the connection, you can't bring the goods and services. We're going to be able to facilitate financial inclusion through loans, through crop insurance, through all sorts of goods and services that are available out there in the world who just don't have access to these customers. And that's what we're trying to fix. So we're not a one-size-fits-all. We're not building a tower using the traditional spectrum to connect it all up.
We're on the network. This is my friend. He's the founder of World Mobile. He's in Spain today.
In Spain today, now?
Yeah, he's in Spain.
Okay.
Where are we at right now? What an interesting question. So some could say that we're right at the beginning. Some could say we're at the last mile. For us, we're picking up on technology, we're picking up on the research and development done by tech giants. We're not creating anything new. We're taking existing components off the shelf and we're creating a mobile network from it. So we're in a wonderful position where although we are starting now, The last mile is actually here and is within sight. The World Bank, the United Nations, by 2030, they want to have the world connected. I believe that together, we can do this quicker. What does it mean for the people on the ground? What does it mean for the unconnected? It means everything. It's a brand new world. It's a world of opportunities. It's a world where the digital divide is bridged. It's a world of identity. It's a world of e-commerce. It's a world of esports. It's a world where connectivity allows you, allows them, allows us to be at the forefront of the future. It's a world where we can all be equal. It's a world where any request, any information of mankind's history is able to be looked up. 50% of the world doesn't have that. 50% of the world's just about to have that. It means everything. Just think about the African continent, sub-Sahara alone, 800 million people unconnected. This is an enormous amount of potential. The average age is 19.5 years old. We're leaving behind so much talent. This talent is unparalleled, and we're just about to unlock not only the biggest gig economy in the world, but a whole new level of arts and skills and joy and passion and love that we've not seen before.
So we're doing stories about the unconnected, or people who are less connected, and how through their passion they're connecting with other people and how they want to share that with everyone else in the globe.
You can learn a good thing from the internet, and I learned a language. I never go to school to learn it. I start on the internet, now I can speak French, German and little Polish, you know. Connection brings people together. It makes my life better, you know. And I feel happy that I have people close to me anytime. So anything that makes your life better, you have to respect.
Music is something coming inside of your heart. It's something that can take you somewhere else. Using the internet is something that can connect from me here in Zanzibar to some other DJ from Japan, Europe. We can create something. I can learn something from them. If you have a knowledge, you get more when you share. Me, I want to make people feel my music, to make them happy. For me, I want to take them people from here to there. When you get connection, you feel something so powerful. You saw the crowd going crazy. You say, oh yes, I did it.
Kitu kinachofanya ni mzaji mzuri katika timu, kwanza discipline, nidhamu. Kitu kingine mazoezi binafsi. Kwa sababu mimi napenda sana kufanya mazoezi binafsi kachana na ya kocha. Kujiunga kwenye mtandao ndio imenisaidia mimi kujiunga na jamii kubwa. Imenisaidia mimi kuonesha talent yangu kwa dunia na jamii nzima. Timu yangu ni kama familia yangu, inatuunganisha pamoja na inatusaidia.
What is the importance of digital ID? It's extremely important. If you think about the identity that we have right now, we're able to go to a bank with that identity, we're able to borrow, we're able to prove who we are with that identity. 3 billion people are without a bank, and most likely that is because they don't have identity. It's a hugely important position in the world mobile stack. You're able to take this identity with you, but you're able to own this identity. It's your identity, it's a self-governed identity. It's something that actually, eventually, we in the connected world will also want.
Very few people are banked, and two, very few people are reliably connected. So what we can bring to the table is a wonderful toolbox of services to help with the economic identity and banking side. We're building it for the bottom 3 billion, the ones that are having a lot of trouble and they can't integrate and globalize properly, and as a consequence, they're getting left behind. So if we build this the right way, not only will that system spread like wildfire out of necessity, eventually, because it's cheaper, faster, better, more resilient, self-healing, much faster evolving, our hypothesis is that system will actually be vastly superior to the one in the United States or in Europe.
I mean, blockchain is a game changer. Telecoms operators were looking at it and seeing how to fit it into their current operation. And I thought, well, hang on, really you've got to re-architect the whole business because, this is a foundational layer. What we found really is that you needed to come up with a new model, and for us it was about the sharing economy. So on our network, yes, as the blockchain operations, you're rewarded for running the nodes and validating transactions. But in addition to that, you also earn additional rewards for providing other services, communication services, network services on top of the blockchain operations.
I think we've come up with a really interesting model, how you can build a sustainable telecoms business that also gives back to the people that are going to be operating it and using it. So that's really what we've done here. We've taken the latest innovations from blockchain and from decentralized finance, and we found a real-world sustainable model to implement them within technology and within Tanzania. There's really not that many projects which are looking to bridge the connectivity gap. From our perspective, if we want to bank the unbanked, then we got to connect the unconnected, and very few people have really tried to engage with that core fundamental problem. So for me, the real magic about this project is that it's the first implementation of all of the things that we've been talking about with regards to financial inclusion in a real use case, and it's happening this year. So not 5 years, not 10 years, this is real stuff that people will be able to see and touch in the imminent future. So when World Mobile comes in and does exactly the same economies all across Africa, much faster speeds at half the price of your traditional telco operators, it's going to be transformative. How could it not?
Cardano, technology, ethos, work ethic, they're the leaders in the space. Decentralization protocols, backed by IOHK, there was no other choice. It's a symbiotic relationship. Connect the unconnected and bank the unbanked. That's why Cardano.
Nobody expected data to be what it is today. Today you can make free calls online. You just need an internet connection. You can make a free call through various apps that are available to you. So the data is the future. World Mobile believes in connecting those that are not connected. Give them the opportunity, let them show you their story.
Key to the growth of World Mobile is the sharing economy. That's the magic, that's the recipe. When we get this right in Tanzania and Zanzibar, and we make it a valuable proposition for either replacing or supplementing existing businesses, that's when World Mobile grows beyond our control. With some of the greatest minds in modern history, we are building a mobile network that is capable of connecting the unconnected. Our mobile network is made up of balloons in the sky, envelopes in the stratosphere, and free space optics shooting data across rooftops. We're building a network that will connect everyone, everywhere, for a fraction of the price of the existing mobile network operators. We're building the new standard of mobile carrier.
The sharing economy, it enables multiple simultaneous rollouts and deployments in multiple countries at the same time. I can see this going very fast, very wide, explosive growth, but it does come down to everybody getting involved and helping to make it happen.
Because we really are stronger connected.